Hey guys, Jamiy, and today we're gonna go over Shawchi. It is back, stronger than ever, okay? It saw a little bit of dip in usage when the Sephiroth came out with all of the metal types. It only had Foul Chant and Elemental Burst, so it couldn't hit them. But now with the new addition of like Colossotrops, it has now had a new move put into its arsenal, which is Pyrokinesis. So, not a very strong move, but it is really good for coverage, especially for these metal types. So also, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And with that being said, let's get into the video then. Okay then, going over the Shawchi that I'm using then, it's actually the exact same one I use as the last metagame with the Sephiroth update, just running very smart to hit as hard as physically possible. Frail, get your quick pounce Shawchis out of here, and we're running foolish. Like, yes, we could lower our melee defense, but the melee defense of Shawchi is already super low, so it already gets one-shot by a lot of things. Why would we make it even lower, just so more things can one-shot us even more? So I mean, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to drop the Foolish instead, which means now our range defense is also a little bit lower, but at least Protagon doesn't get a +1 range attack stat with its ability, so that's still nice, because it still is higher than its melee defense. Ice Beam's Mystic Wand, a nice part about Shawchi is it doesn't have to fight with its teammates for a specific item. For example, Health Amulets. So many things want Health Amulets, like Trumbull, Eclipse can want it, Garbantis can run it, Tyrix can run it, so it's just like, it's just nice that Shawchi doesn't have to actually fight over that, so that's great for it, it's going for it. And also, it's because we're running Shawchi, we want to do as much damage as possible, just fat, raw damage. We kind of have to run the secret ability. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm running Foul Chance and it's 70% accuracy, I'm most likely going to miss it. I miss 90% accuracy moves all the time and 95% accuracy moves all the time. So I kind of need the sharp focus, okay, just so this move doesn't miss. I guess on another note is that you could technically run the normal ability with Flabbergast, but let's be honest. If we're running Shawchi for damage, we need Foul Chant. If you're not running Foul Chant on Shawchi, you might as well just get another Loomian like Meditoad, for example, I guess. Also then for the moves, I'm running Peace of Mind free moves. Like before now, it didn't really have like a fourth move slot. It was either just like Health Amulet, or no, it was either Health Gift or Dodge, which I mean, they're all right, I guess, but it's personally up to you. Foul Chant, Elemental Burst are just there, just like your best moves really. Pyrokinesis is here just for the metal types. You're not really going to be clicking it any other time. Learn that, because Foul Chant is going to do more damage to a lot more things anyway, so mostly going to be clicking Foul Chance. Elemental's Burst is just nice for like the spirit types, and now we have Pyrokinesis for that good coverage for the metal types as well now, so yeah. Also for the last move, it's really up to you. You can run Peace of Mind. If you can't really see yourself getting a Peace of Mind off, because let's be honest, Shawchi's defenses are still god-awful, so it's really difficult and very rare to actually click Peace of Mind, but if you can get it off, oh boy, you're doing some nice fat damage, even more than you already do. So you could still run like a Dodge or a Health Gift if you really want to. But yeah, just really nice for that. And the best part is, like, for Shawchi, since it has like such like a good wide range of coverage now, like yes, like certain dark types can actually swap into a Shawchi, like Vesperatu. It can swap in on a Foul Chance, but it's always a gamble, because if you can predict that and you go for an Elemental Burst, that Vesperatu, let's just say, is going to take a lot of damage or just get one-shot. So that's just nice about Shawchi, that if you can make the right predicts and outplay your opponent, it is just going to put a hole in their team, which is always great. And also for the TPs, just a standard one, because we have 200 speed, just make it as quick as possible, 200 range attack, just to hit as hard as possible, and then just 4 energy, because this isn't going to go into anywhere else, and then 96 health. That's really it, just a 200, 200, 100 basically, just because if we're running like max speed, max range attack, the rest of the 100 TPs, you can't really do anything with Shawchi to make it like live any good specific hits, really. It's not really worth it, so just put it all into health. And that's basically it, to be honest. I will state as well, you can still run the old Shawchi, the nimble, smart, very frail one, with like 168 melee defense for your soul. That one's still fine, but especially for like the specific metagame, especially this one, because a lot more things are running very nimble now, and I mean a lot of things are running very nimble. So like Shawchi doesn't have like the luxury of really running very nimble, because you're sacrificing quite a lot of potential damage. Shawchi like wants to hit hard for that one reason, so for this specific one, since a lot more things are running speed, we're not going to run like a super quick Shawchi. We're going to sacrifice a little bit of speed and just mostly focus on Shawchi just breaking walls, basically. Like Colossotrops definitely doesn't want to take an Elemental Burst from this thing. Actually, Colossotrops doesn't want to take any move from this thing, so yeah. So that's like the idea for this one, is just to hit hard. Don't worry about like trying to outspeed as many things, just trying to outspeed the tanks, and that's really it. So yeah, anyway, let's go into the battles then now. Okay then, jumping into our first battle, and we've got Aqua, and hey, just missing Duskit Man, and you got yourself a full roamer team, which is kind of funny because this is like the day after I just did my full legendary team. But anyway, gonna bring along the Shawchi. it's gonna struggle a little bit, but it has got pyrokinesis now, so it can actually hit metal types, so that's good. And I think we can tank a +1 Protogun, maybe just one move low, because Shawchi's defenses are also kind of trash. But anyway, gonna bring it, see how well it does against roamers, I guess. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna lead with. I kind of need the Vesperado in case they bring the Mutagun, because Mutagun does look pretty darn scary. Actually gonna lead with Metronet. I think we can stay on this. Metronet is a little bit, like, scary as well, because it could deja vu us into the wrong move. Like, if I go for Peace of Mind, I don't want to really deal with that. So, we're just gonna slap down, which is nice. Also, I'm actually rallying on my ult account right now, so being really efficient. And of course, no item. I literally hate you. I literally hate you. If you don't have an item, okay, I legitimately actually hate you, okay? Like, I don't know why. But it just really annoys me, because, like, well, I'm clicking slap down, and there's no I might as well slap Mega Chomp on Vesperado at this point, honestly. Just get rid of slap down, put Mega Chomp on it. That's fine. Protogun, well, I don't really like this. And because I don't have Meditoad on my team, because I have Shawchi instead, because my specialization Meditoad is mostly just, like, my hardest hitting, I guess, range attacker, you know, it's a melee attack, but it hits on the range side. So Shawchi kind of replaces that for this specific one, so yeah. But like I did say, don't really know if I can swap it into a Protogun. And actually, it definitely got a +1 range. So yeah, not really too sure about that one. I'm sorry, Garbantis, but I think you're the weakest link here, man, so you're just gonna get completely wrecked, unfortunately, but that's fine. Because we actually have pyrokinesis now, but the biggest issue, I guess, is I don't think... Oh, actually, that was a crit, and I actually tanked it really, really well. What? How? Well, I'm going to Clay Slap. I'm going to Clay Slap, so there's that. So yeah, also my range defense is lowered on my Shawchi as well, because I'm running the very smart one, so it's like, it's kind of scary. It's not really TP Cho, which is nice, I guess. We'll go into Shawchi. We actually might outspeed it now, which is nice. I kind of want to go for, a Peace of Mind, but I don't think it's really worth it. So, I'm just going to go for the pyrokinesis. So yeah, I will say this as well. For Shawchi, like, don't get me wrong, its range attack stat... Actually, we did take it out nice. I mean, it hits really, really hard, so I can see why. Protogun hasn't got the best defenses either, to be honest. Or is it health? I think it's health is, like, kind of trash. Okay, Cephalops, how's it going, man? I don't really want to deal with you right now, okay? So, but don't get me wrong, Shawchi has, like, a decent speed stat, it has, like, a decent energy stat as well, and it's got a good range attack, and especially, like, it's really good as a range attacker if it has this item, but I honestly think the best part about Shawchi, it also has really good, a really good secret ability, and it has a really good, move pool now as well with pyrokinesis. I actually still think the best part about Shawchi is this item. That might sound kind of weird, but because Shawchi has its own signature item, like nothing else can use this item, Shawchi doesn't have to fight with your team members for one specific item, which honestly is kind of like the good part about Shawchi, because right now we only have like, what, 5 different items? Of course, no item. I hate you. I hate you so much, man. And I actually still love it. Nice. I'm just gonna Phantom Slash Len. Still kind of needed this, so I probably should have Revival, but oh well. I think we should be fine still. I hope. Really, really, really hope. So yeah, the fact that I doesn't have to like fight with other Loomians for a specific item, like your Ikizune kind of wants to run Power Cuts on a lot of sets, but it's like, oh well, if you're using like a Mutagun at the same time, which one do you give it to at that point? Especially like for Health Amulet. My gosh, so many Loomians want like a Health Amulet on them. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Ikizune here. I'm just gonna click Thunder Strike. I don't think his Ikizune would be a secret ability if he hasn't got items, so I'm gonna Thunder Strike it. So yeah. But I mean, I feel like that's like the greatest part about Shawchi is that it doesn't have to share its item. Nothing else on your team is going to run it, because you're not going to be running multiple Shawchis unless you are, then I mean, you're not playing competitive anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So that's nice. Okay, Mutagon, I don't really want to deal with you with this either, but yeah, I'm just going to hit you anyway and hope for the best. Just going to Fire Breath it. It should tank it because it's tanked, so yeah, I think that's probably the best part about Shawchi. And then the next part is that it can just spam quite a lot of like super powerful moves because of its item as well, which is really, really good. It's basically like a choice specs, but it doesn't lock you into your item, and it still boosts your range attack by the same amount, which is really, really good for Shawchi, especially like for Falchan. Jeez, that hit so hard. But yeah, with like this, like when the Sephiroth City first came out, it was kind of difficult to use. I'm just gonna let him KO me here. I want to get my Shawchi in. It was really difficult to use Shawchi once like the Sephiroth City update came out, because like you got your Protagon and there's like so like Tyrex, like you're like really offensive metal types. Like you can like deal some damage to like Protagon. You can actually hit with Falchan. It'll do like a lot of, it'll still do like damage, but it's not like it's not enough. And then you got like, especially like your bulkier ones like your Tyrex, your Stratosaur, especially Stratosaur. Shawchi doesn't really do anything to them, although to be fair, like Stratosaur doesn't really do too much back to Shawchi. But now the fact that it actually has Pyrokinesis and can actually threaten the metal types like Stratosaur, you can set up a Shawchi against a Stratosaur and you got Pyrokinesis. I mean, a +1 Shawchi, same thing, nothing really will swap really into it because it's really freaking hard. So yeah, having Pyrokinesis is like a very low damage move, but just specifically for the metal types, that's the only thing you need it for, is basically for metal types. And that is really, really good. Shawchi is now actually pretty darn scary. We're just going to click Falchan here because it's just our hardest this can move, and hopefully just one-shots the Mutagon. And I haven't seen Ikazune, so it's either Ikazune or... Well, I know he hasn't got a Dusker. What's the old Wobelisk? Which, actually, if he had Wobelisk, that would have been kind of scary because, yeah, my Ikazune kind of died. Anyway, we'll click Falchan, and that should be the Ikazune down. And there we are. So yeah, Shawchi is still really, really scary. Especially, it's scary once again, which is great. Although, its defenses is making it a little bit but yeah, anyway, swap into another game then. Okay, on to the next battle then. I think this is going to be like a pretty difficult one because I see these two, which is kind of scary, but I think for everything else we should be fine for. So I'm going to try it. I've been looking for a Stratosaur, but I can't really find them. Although they're meant to be super common because they're still really good, but I haven't really been seeing them whenever I want to use my Shawchi. If I don't have the Shawchi, I guarantee you I find them all the time, which is kind of a little unfortunate, but oh well. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring Gobademit because I need something for this. Because I don't have anything else. Actually, I'm going to lead with Shawchi as well. If we get like a really good lead, it's just like a nice damage, right? Nice damage. I mean, yeah, another thing about Shawchi as well that I forgot to mention in the first one is that, let's say for example, they have a Sword on the field, and I have my Shawchi on the field. And like in this situation, Protagon is going to get a melee attack increase. It can't one-shot my Shawchi, so it kind of has to swap out. And I'm going to go for Pyrokinesis here, like, every time. Although, it depends. Should I take a gamble and predict him staying in, then I should click Pyrokinesis. Or do I predict him swap out into something that can take a Pyrokinesis like the Revenine? I was actually going to say Vesperatu. Vesperatu is like a good example because Vesperatu doesn't care about Falchan at all, really, because it can tank it and then it outspeeds it, and then you can just one-shot it. But now it has this, like, has a gamble of, oh, is Vesperatu going to swap into a Pyrokinesis or an Elemental Burst? And that is really bad. So yeah, I'm going to just click Pyrokinesis here. Actually, they stay in, so good job, I made the right call. It just depends on if we one-shot it, because I actually don't know. I want to say we don't. Yeah, kind of figured that, unfortunately. So, newsflash, Shawchi doesn't one-hit KO Protagon, which is very unfortunate. If I went for a Peace of Mind, I wonder if I could have tanked another one. So it did like 100... It did like, what, 105? So if I went for a Peace of Mind, I guess technically I would have lived it. So I guess for a Protagon, actually, no, would I? Yeah, I think for a Protagon, you want a Peace of Mind first if you're in this specific one. But since I have Foolish, I mean, it's still doing a lot of damage. We're going to swap out here. I don't really want to deal with that, so I'm going to go into Vesperatu. No, Ikazune, no. I'm going to go into Vesperatu because I can priority it. Protagon, gotta be careful about that, but that's fine. Metal Blast, got him. We can always revival on this thing, but I'm mostly just clicking Shout Sprint. Yes, I know that they have to Eclipse and they're gonna go into it right now, but it's just to like guarantee that just in case they didn't bring this Eclipse, or he just makes a play that I'm gonna predict him predicting me. So it's just gotta click it, man, every time. Okay then. Now we're getting a little bit scared. I think Ikazune is our best play here, or is our safest play. Shawchi Salmon's alright as well, but Eclipse definitely is going to outspeed if it's an offensive one, so that's fine. We could have Gamma Pulse as well, which is also scary, which is why I'm not going to stay in, because I could just revival on it, see what it's going to do. But no, I think I'm going to Ikazuna here. Gamma Pulse, got him. Ow! Never mind, got him. That hurts really badly. That really hurts. Oh no. I didn't think it would do that much. That's definitely a very offensive one. I'm sorry, Ikazune, but you're kind of like my... well, actually, I kind of want to kill Ikazune, but it's not really worth it here. I gotta go into my Garabantis and basically just revenge kill it now. Vesperatu is still nice, I think, because they have got like the Mutagon on their team, so I think it's still worth keeping it. And the priority for the Protogon, whenever the Eclipse is down, is just nice to keep as well. So yeah, and Slap Down is always great. Why would I not? And Vesperatu can actually sustain itself by healing rather than just dealing damage. So kind of give up my Ikazuna there, which I think was the right play. Gonna swap out into the Protogon. Finally, Protogon's actually down, so that's actually good. Gonna swap instantly back out because Garabantis doesn't want to stay in against whatever is gonna come out next, I would assume. Kind of interesting as well how they actually sacrifice the Protogon rather than something else, because Protogon is still really quick. I mean, yeah, I say my Vesperatu for like priority, and they know that I have it now because I already used it. But that's still kind of interesting how they just didn't go into Blowtox straight away, because Blowtox can tank a Garabantis. Oh no, actually, I kind of needed my Ikazune. Oh no. I wrote down Protogon twice as well. Oops, Blowtox. So Protogon is down, which is nice, because Protogon is scary, but I don't really have like a swap in. Like, it's mostly like a situation like, oh, something needs to get revenge killed, so my Shawchi can come in and nuke something else, because, yeah. But because the Protogon didn't swap in, oh, that actually really sucks. I could have gone to my Shawchi for free, and he knows that I haven't got, oh, and I just swapped with my Garabantis, so, and he knows that I haven't got my Fire type anymore, so, yeah. Just gonna swap out instantly into Garabantis here. I'm gonna make a play that he's just gonna go into his Eclipse again straight away. Was I right? Please tell me I was right. He actually stayed in. He's a mad lad. He's a mad lad. He is insane. Well, I think it's safe to say here that I lost straight away. Clay Slap, please. But yeah, it looks like he hasn't really got like a Shawchi switch in, because he didn't swap out his Protogon straight away, which I feel like you would rather save the Protogon and not have it like either get one-shotted or lose all of its health, so interesting. We're gonna go into Shawchi here. We are gonna take a little bit of damage, which is fine, but we should be like decent because we just completely nuke whatever comes out. Even the Eclipse, it can tank a hit, but if you can avoid it, I feel like it would rather avoid it. So yeah, gonna just follow chance. Whatever comes out is gonna take a lot of damage. If the bloat stays in, it should get one shot, which is nice. And because we use Clay Slap, we definitely outspeed it now. Actually stayed in. I think that was fine. I definitely should have sent my Ikazune. I think getting rid of the Vesperatu would have been better because I still have Gobidemic. Or maybe getting rid of Gobidemic might have been the better play. So yeah, that's fine. I can always health gift into my Shawchi as well, so it mostly depends on what the rest of their team is. I might still have a chance, because I have my Gobidemic for a health gift, which I'm saving until like the very last moment where I need my Shawchi to get full health back, because yeah, not having Meditoad on this team kinda really sucks, not gonna lie. Protogon is very scary again. Revenine, I knew it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Vesperatu, you're gonna have to get sacrificed here, because trying to use the Shawchi man means I would prefer to have the Shawchi go down there, I think, and then have Vesperatu try to one-shot it, but that's fine. Go say Howl, yeah, sorry Vesperatu, but see you later. So they have Revenine and Eclipse. Gobidemic's coming out, I'm gonna click Airblade to chip down the Revenine. I think what we want to do here is take out the Revenine first, and then try and health gift, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It mostly depends on what their Loomian is. If it's Mutagon, nice, but I have a feeling it probably isn't. Although Protogon to Eclipse Revenine, only Blowtox is a melee attacker, it might be Mutagon, which actually is really good for me, and I don't remember what else they had. I've already forgot what else they had, because I battle so many people. So following these videos, like I have to battle so many people because I don't have the right team. Especially for like this time, Shawchi is like very difficult to use, even with like the Pyrokinesis. Trying to like get like I want a Stratosaur, I want like a Protogon lore team. I have to like do so many battles to try and find someone with those Loomians, and when I actually find the battle, I forget what their team is during the battle, because like, did they have that Eclipse, or was that the last battle? Because especially with Eclipse as well, because so many people have it. Airblade, they stay in. I think that was a good call, but it is going to get one shot, which is really, really good. That's actually really good that I didn't take any damage there, because now we could potentially 1v1 the next Loomian, and then Health Gift as our last breath on the Gobidemic. It mostly depends where it is, though. If I bring out this Eclipse, I kind of want to try and stay in for one more move, but I really don't know. Yeah, there's the Eclipse, because I can't really, like, one-shot it, so I think I'd rather Muck Blast. It just depends. Can I tank one hit? Can I tank one hit from... It looks like it's a very offensive one, so we'll say it's offensive, okay? So, it's Eclipse with 200. We'll give it Light Essence as well, because why not? We'll give it Smart, why not as well, with Gamma Pulse, with Gloominous Raw. And then obviously, well, actually they're the exact same power it looks like, which is nice. And then Raging Howl. Okay, so actually I can live a hit, so I'm going to Muck Blast here. We're going to Muck Blast to try and get a little bit of damage just so our Shawchi can take it out. I get the poison as well. Oh, this is actually still winnable. And they Scapegoat. And they Scapegoat. And I actually can live another hit. I can actually live another hit. But the best part is, I don't really need to. I can Health Gift here into my Shawchi and go for a free heal. It just depends on what their last Loomian is, because I don't actually know. But yeah, I think here I think it's still worth me Muck Blasting, but I'm gonna Health Gift, I think, because the poison gonna take them down. At least I really, really, really hope so. Actually, they would have gone down there anyway. They have enough for like one more move. Actually, they don't. They actually live. Okay, that might have been a misplay, because yeah, I thought the poison would have taken them down. I'm dumb. We got a lot of health back low, I guess, but yeah, still, now he's gonna hit really, really hard because we are still foolish, so gonna go for the peace of mind here. He's most likely gonna click Raging Howl, which is most likely gonna take me down to low again, unfortunate. I know it all depends. What is their last Loomian? Because, yeah, I should have definitely there gone for the Muck Blast again with my Gobidemic, and then I need that one more turn. I threw. It's Mutagun, okay. Do I one-shot it, or do I not? It is the secret ability one, but because I am running not smart, so Shawchi, actually was right, it was Mutagun, which is nice, so just 200s Mutagun. This is like the first time in a while that I've actually calculated some stuff. Nimble, so I still outspeed it, no matter what. Do I one-shot it low? Do we one-shot it on +1? Someone's dying. Please let it be him, please. And yes! I believed in you all the time, Shawchi. I never doubted you once. And there we are. So, Shawchi is still now very scary, as it always once was, okay? But now, with the metal, like, introduction of, like, metal types, it did go down a little bit in usage, because, I mean, it's 2 moves that it only has for offensive power. Can't hit any of those metal types. Even though Pyrokinesis isn't, like, a very strong move, you're not going to be clicking it a lot of the times unless it's super effective. Like, Falchion is like going to be your most common move anyway, because it just hits so freaking hard. Even like in some situations, Falchion, even if it's like a resisted hit, might do more damage than a neutral Pyrokinesis, I feel like, a lot of times. So yeah, Falchion does so much damage, but having another nice coverage move for those metal types is always a nice addition to Shawchi. But yeah, there we are. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. That battle's way too close.